welcome to Outspoken with Bruce and Gaydos. It's hour number 2, my friend.
Oh, well, you know, the internet is a buzz. Hour number 2, the best hour.
This is going to be a big hour because some of you are on the roads, and for some of you, it's going to become a bit of a nightmare.
Oh.
We've got the vice president and her new running mate landing in the valley, probably about 40 minutes from now.
They are landing at Sky Harbor, right? Is that?
I believe they are,
yeah.
yes.
I mean, there are airports out on the west side. I'm just saying.
So if you're on the highways,
oh boy,
Chuck is here. He's going to help you get from point A to point B and possibly a detour in there. Yeah. So stick around for that. Okay, so Harris and Walz, they're going to have their big rally sometime tomorrow. Looks like late afternoon, probably
3 to 4-ish.
Yeah, when our show is on.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's a big rally. It's going to be somewhere indoors. I think a lot of people are going to be there. I think that
it's going to be at the Coyotes Arena.
Wherever.
Isn't that? I don't know what it's called.
Well, Desert Diamond Arena is what it's now known
Is that where
as.
the Coyotes played?
That's where they played
it's
at
the Coyotes
one time.
Arena.
Yes.
Well, you said the Coyotes Arena. I thought that was the mullet.
Oh,
well,
the old
that's
Coyotes
the most
Arena.
recent Coyotes Arena.
Yeah, like 8
and
people
they're not
fit
even
in
here
there.
anymore, so can't
no,
you?
so it's going to be out on the west side.
So you and I have been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been doing the show together for less than a year, but, you know, we've been
in radio
here forever. Okay.
Talking about politics every once in a while?
You and I have been asked a question over the last 48 hours that we've never been asked before.
Never.
I've been sitting in this chair for 26 years this month. I've never been asked this question. You want to take a guess what the question is? Bruce has never been asked this question. It's about.
I have no clue. I can't imagine.
It's about Harris. It's about her rally. So go ahead, Bruce. Oh, did you have it?
I think I know.
What?
Can you get me a meet and greet?
Close.
Can you get tickets?
Can you get me tickets?
Can you get me into
to get
the
into
rally?
Oh.
I've never had anyone ask me to get into a political rally. Now, when I worked in the music, you and I know this, Becky Lane, can you get me tickets to George Strait? Yeah. Can you get me tickets to see Taylor Swift? Yeah, I get all that. Mm-hmm. I've never, ever been asked for any politician. Could you get tickets to go and see them?
Well, yeah, when Trump was pulling big rallies here in 2015 and 2016 and even 2020, no one ever asked me for...
Hey, can you help me get in?
Yeah,
well, you don't need a ticket per se. You just got to get there early. And
you need to
No,
register.
line,
no,
right?
there's like a registering.
Oh,
you have to register?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't... And here's the reason. They don't want... Let's say you're a Democrat. Let's say what's happening in Glendale tomorrow. They don't want Republicans or Trump folks showing up. And wearing their Harris shirt.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then getting in and then ruining it all.
Point.
So people have to register to get in. And so even McCain running for president, or it never mattered. No one has ever. I'm not a Democrat. Don't ask me. How am I supposed to get tickets?
I don't have any in this.
I'm not a Republican either. I don't know.
We cover, and we will have someone there. I think that's the thinking.
We definitely will have reporters there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So,
but I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how to get you into.
I'll just say this: I don't want to know politicians. I don't want to have their phone numbers. I don't want to be friends with them, because if they have to come on this show, I'm not bringing friends on my show. I don't want to do that. That's not how I do things. Like Bruce knows this. I won't take a picture with a politician unless it's Jan Brewer, because she's nice. Unless it's Jan Brewer. But
I'm not a fan.
No.
I don't go to I've never been to one of these things. I have no desire to go.
I don't think I might have covered one at some point.
We covered it. Yeah, I've never even covered one.
But you have to have credentials. You can't just go walking in. You have to
so
be
let's
prepared.
ask the deeper question. There's a much deeper question. So Bruce and I have been asked, hey, do you know anybody who can get us into the Harris event?
Can you hook us up?
Yeah. There's something deeper there.
Mm-hmm.
She's creating excitement. You don't have to like her. Maybe you do. Maybe you don't. She's creating some sort of hope. I think a lot of Democrats are much more hopeful now than they were.
Without a doubt.
Nobody's going to see Joe Biden go. Well, I'd like to go and see it, because I want to see how many mistakes he makes while he's on stage. Yeah. And if he can actually find his way off the stage. That's terrible. I tease the president. But I think there is something, I don't know what do you call it, something in the air about her. I'm not a big fan. I've never been a big fan of Harris.
Yeah.
But there's I don't know if there's something about her that's drawing people in, or it's Biden's not here, we don't care, we just want anybody else.
I think it's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it's just anti-Biden at this point.
Yeah.
At this point.
Maybe you're right.
I can't imagine that people that are asking to and will be going to the Harris rally tomorrow just hate Joe Biden. Like I don't
No, not hate.
Or even I'm just here because it's not Joe Biden. No, I think they're there because it's her.
But are you excited about her, or are you excited because Biden's not in the race and you really don't care who else it is? You just want a live person who can actually speak.
I don't know.
Or as we said, now I think this is getting a little out of hand.
Okay.
Is Kamala Obama 2.0? Nothing to do with skin color. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the open change, talking about the excitement and all that. She's not an orator like he was or
not
is.
at all.
It's not even close.
No, that's for sure. No.
And to be honest, in 2015, Donald Trump had he had blue collar people. A billionaire had blue collar people coming out, and he found a way to speak to them and get through to them. And so
So you're saying, is she speaking to and getting through to a different group that feels like they haven't been talked to?
I can't put my finger on what it is.
I'm just saying, I just think it's odd, and it's never ever happened where someone's asked, can I hook them up with tickets to something other than a music concert?
I really do believe it's the energy. That energy level, ever since that the change happened, has been unlike anything we have seen in a long time.
But what is it? She doesn't say anything that makes me go, oh my gosh, she's fantastic.
It's because, again, breath of fresh air. She's
younger.
She's not that young, but she appears younger. She acts younger.
When you're grading on a curve, right? She's a heck of a lot younger, right?
And but the energy, I really do believe she bounds up the steps. She's got that smile on her face.
Let me ask this.
Okay.
How are you the most unpopular vice president in the history of the United States when it comes to polling, or ever since they started it, which is that's a fact. And then all of a sudden, you get catapulted into a presidential race, and everybody is just like, oh my gosh, I can't get enough.
But let me just tell you this.
I'm not
popular, unpopular
I'm not trashing
thing,
her. I'm not saying I'm not doing that.
But this popular, unpopular thing is irrelevant anymore. Whenever you're elected, you are immediately the least popular, insert this ever, until the next guy comes along. And he's the least popular. We've just entered this world of, I hate them. Why? Because they're not on my team.
Yeah, well,
and they're horrible. Well, what do you know about them? Nothing. They just have a D or an R next to their name, and that's why I don't like them.
But I think what Gaydos is talking about is that even people who voted for Biden were not crazy about Harris as a vice president.
Well, she wasn't impressive.
No,
she hasn't been impressive in 3 years.
And she does seem to have trouble with speaking extemporaneously.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And
I'm not denying the fact that right now, at this very second, she's lightning in a bottle.
Absolutely.
I'm not denying that.
So it's odd,
but I don't know why. And I don't know, maybe it's 5 different things, or it's one different thing. It's very interesting to watch. And if you're watching Donald Trump doesn't know what to do. He's got no idea what to do. He's flailing all over the place. He can't figure anything. He said he had more people than MLK for the big speech.
Hold on.
He doesn't know what to do.
He said he heard bad things about Kamala Harris while in a helicopter crash with Willie Brown, a hard landing
helicopter crash. Really?
Yeah. Willie Brown just put out a statement. I have never been in a helicopter with Donald Trump in my life. He goes, I haven't the foggiest idea what he's talking about.
Yeah. Maybe it is. Okay, is it? I don't know. I think the younger age is just so big. It is for me. It's like, okay, good. Let's get somebody younger. We got 2 old geezers that are running. Their best days are behind them.
I've heard it described as a sugar high, right? The Democrats and D's are on a sugar high. Okay, so when's it wear off? I don't think it's worn off yet. It's been 2 weeks, right?
No, it's been longer than that, hasn't it?
No, it was 2 weeks ago.
What's the date that Biden stepped down? Nick, look at that up real quick.
17 days, yeah.
It was on a Sunday.
Right, and she wasn't even officially running until,
How many days? Let's find that. All right, here we go.
It was the 21st.
Okay.
Of July.
So what's the date today?
Today's the
August
8th.
Jeez. I mean, it just feels.
It's just over 2 weeks.
So the 21st.
Yeah. This Monday would have been exactly 2 weeks. Biden stepped down on Sunday, and then Monday kind of came she's running.
It's like 19 days. It feels like
You
a
just
lot
did
longer.
that math live?
No,
You
I'm
did
looking
live
on my
math?
phone.
Okay.
I counted the days.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting question because a lot of people say, well, she doesn't know what she's doing. She was a terrible vice president.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. But why
Then
are people...
Then what's going on?
Why do people want to show up for an event that she's at? Not everybody wants to go to one of these events. And this thing, I mean, people in droves want to go to this thing.
Never in my life wanted to.
I've never wanted to go to one. And I never will. I don't like politicians, and I don't put them on a pedestal.
Okay.
But it's interesting.
By the way, I hear she might be landing at Luke.
Oh.
Somebody, I got a text at 620 said I heard they might be landing at Luke, which would make more sense because it'd be a lot shorter
distance
trip over to the arena,
and it would not hopefully mess
completely
traffic up
destroy
quite as
traffic.
much.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
Thanks for watching Outspoken with Bruce and Gaydos. Tap to watch more from KTAR News and click the button in the middle to subscribe.